Matthew 7:12-14 contains two key teachings: the Golden Rule 12 and the choice between two paths 13-14. The Golden Rule: therefore, whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them, emphasizes treating others as you wish to be treated, summarizing the law and prophets. The narrow gate and broad path metaphor 1314 highlights that the path to true life is challenging and few find it, contrasted with the easy path to destruction, which many follow. Let's talk about one of the most powerful messages in Matthew's Gospel. You know, Jesus really understood human nature, the good, the bad, and everything in between. And in Matthew 7, he gives us this incredibly real talk about life choices. It's like he's saying, look, I care about you enough to be straight with you. He doesn't sugarcoat it. There are two paths in life. One's wide and easy, like a highway everyone's cruising down. But then there's this narrow path, maybe not as popular, definitely more challenging. Jesus isn't trying to scare us. He's just being honest because he loves us. It's up to us to choose which way we go, but at least we can't say he didn't warn us, right? 1. The Golden Rule, Matthew 7:12. This verse, often referred to as the Golden Rule, is a summary of Jesus' teachings about how to treat others. It encourages empathy and love by emphasizing the desire for fair and kind treatment in oneself. By applying this principle, individuals are encouraged to treat others with the same level of respect, kindness, and consideration they would hope to receive. 2. The two paths, Matthew 7:13-14. The narrow gate and hard way. This represents the difficult path of following Jesus, requiring sacrifice and commitment to his teachings. The wide gate and easy way. This signifies the path of pursuing worldly desires and comforts, which is popular but ultimately leads to destruction. The contrast. Jesus highlights that the path to life is difficult and not followed by many, while the path to destruction is easy and followed by the majority. In essence, Matthew 7:12-14 calls for a conscious choice between a life of self-centeredness and a life of selfless love and commitment to Jesus' teachings. The Golden Rule provides a practical guide for interacting with others, while the two paths metaphor emphasizes the importance of making the right choice to find true life. We choose the way Jesus tells us that the Golden Rule sums up the law and the prophets. Jesus is also telling us that we shouldn't try to take the easy way out. From the time a 2 or 3-year-old figures out that disobeying mom or dad brings punishment, he also figures out ways of trying to get away with it. The child will lie or hide or blame a sibling or the family pet. Unless this behavior is caught, and the children learn that they can't get away with it, they will continue this pattern. It can be very tempting to take the easy way out. This is not what we are called to do. We are called to take the narrow path, doing the right thing. We all get upset when we hear about hit-and-run accidents, but it's hard to own up to something if you think you won't be caught, especially when it could be expensive. We choose the easy or the narrow path just about every day. Some decisions are easy, some are not. Do you waste time on the phone or on a computer searching websites or playing games when you should be working? See what I mean? Students today are told they need computers for research that will enhance their learning. but some take advantage in their research trying to find papers that they can claim as their own. Jesus knew us well and has given us fair warning. We should listen. What did Jesus mean when he said, "Do not cast your pearls before swine"? That seems to be a very common way of taking this verse. The holy things and the pearls represent the things of God, perhaps the gospel itself. The dogs and pigs represent hostile, unworthy people. And so the statement translates into something like this: do not preach the things of God to hostile, unworthy people. What did Jesus mean when he said foxes have holes and birds have nests? When Jesus said foxes have holes and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head, he was emphasizing the sacrifices and hardships involved in following him. He was pointing out that while even wild animals have lairs and nests for shelter, he, the Son of Man, had a life of constant travel and homelessness. This was a direct response to a man who expressed a desire to follow Jesus, but wanted to first attend to earthly duties, highlighting that following Jesus required a willingness to embrace a life of discipleship, which could involve significant personal sacrifice and a lack of material possessions. Jesus used the imagery of foxes and birds to illustrate the contrast between the settled lives of animals and his own itinerant ministry. Foxes and birds, even in their wild state, had designated places of rest.